How about if I do the Trump, let me see, the Trump dance. Hello, my friends from around the world. Welcome to another live broadcast with the world's #1 problem gambling annihilator. Solutions and answers, Stockton, California. This is an international program where what do we do here? Let me see if I can break this down in a nutshell. What exactly we do here. By the way, I'm enjoying Mario Cotman sounds. Shout out to Mario Cotman YouTube channel. Let's turn on the light. Let's take notes. Mental notes also. And let's apply. Let's be like a sponge, my friend. Be like a sponge. I hope you're doing well wherever you find yourself around the world. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you are doing your very best. I hope that you are getting stronger, my friend. I hope and pray that you're getting stronger, my friend. Finding solutions. Micro-stepping your way forward. Micro-stepping your way through the challenge so that you can find that path of light, so that you can find that road that really, really resonates with you. That's the road that I'm supposed to be on. That's my desire for you tonight on this broadcast. So welcome, Mr. Kevin 26, Eric Daniel, Jim Yumoto. Let me see who else is here. Irene Go, welcome to the live broadcast. I'm inviting those of you to challenge me tonight. I got a few thoughts I wanted to share with those of you that are listening. Get away from the distractions for a little bit. How is everybody? Actually, I don't really like asking how is everybody. What I like to ask is what positive is going on today for you? That's what I really like to ask. I don't like to ask, hey man, how you doing? I'd rather ask, what's going on positively for you today? It is Sunday, my friends, and I am live. Eric says, ¿Qué pasó, amigo? Got some new comments happening here. Panzer, welcome. When you focus hard in a good direction, miracles happen. We actually make earthly miracles happen. Like planting a seed in the ground. That's kind of magical when you think about it. How a little tiny seed that you plant in the ground turns out to become a big tree. It's pretty amazing. The little seed gets planted in the dirt through minerals and through what's the other it's an absorption process that that the plants use. What is it called? And of course, plants need minerals. So you plant a little seed, a little tiny seed, and it becomes a big tree. That's pretty neat if you ask me. You know what else is pretty neat, my friends? Is when you say something to yourself a couple times a day and you begin to believe that. You just say something to yourself, something positive to yourself 3 times a day. That's really amazing when you really begin to believe that. And when it begins to happen, it's like, whoa, how did I get here? I remember I was so excited when I began to make my transition away from problem gambling. I could feel like I was getting ahead, but every once in a while I would fall back, right? It's always a struggle, it's always a challenge. Then there came those moments where I felt like something was really happening. I'm like, yes, something is working. So I just kept working all of it. It was like, it wasn't mass confusion, but it was a lot of mumbo jumbo. It was a lot of, what is that? Uh, when you go to it was like a buffet. Electronic affirmations, reading, video therapy, going to some webinars and some seminars, all of these things. And then there was those moments where I felt the magic. I felt the growth. I felt it. Kind of like the seed. You plant that seed in the ground, you begin to see the fruit, begin to see it blossom, man. It's like, sometimes it's even hard to believe that the strawberries and apples and oranges and all of these wonderful vegetables and fruits, they come out of that seed, man. Our lives can produce wonderful fruit. And it's just, it keeps going and you keep breaking through. That's miracles kind of stuff. At least for me it is, because I'm even shocked to be here in front of you. I'm kind of surprised that I'm right here in front of you. I am. My friends, I hope tonight on this broadcast you understand something about yourself. I hope that as I share, we're going to be here about 30 minutes. We're probably not going to go over the 30 minutes. I hope that you get something that really resonates with you, that unlocks the combination, the whatever. Maybe you just need like one more number. Hopefully you'll get that one number on this broadcast tonight, my friend. Open that door wide open. Remember, we're getting ready to go into 2021, right? You guys do know this. You do know this, right? We're getting ready to go into 2021. All right. I'm going to take on a question or two here because I'm drinking. What am I drinking today? Drinking a little bit of Malta, non-alcoholic malt beverage. It's like a flat molasses and hops drink. Nevertheless, it's pretty good, especially when it's cold. Nick Castellano, welcome, my friend. Shout out to the Windy City, Chicago, USA. All right, let me see who's got a question for me tonight. I got a couple of thoughts I'm going to share here in a little bit. I wanted to get us thinking about something very important here. Let me see. What does Nick have here? I feel like they disconnect us from nature, Santos. When they do that, they can control us by putting artificial thoughts that don't benefit us. Yeah. I feel like they disconnect. So our job, Nick, our job is to stay connected. And my question to you is, what is it that you need to be connected to? Because that's a good thought. Who's trying to disconnect us, right? Well, who or what? It's important. In fact, this ties in with the thought that I have, uh, and here's the thought. I just want us to think about this: finding purpose. Is it your primary job in life to find the best reason for your building forward? Is it our job? Is it our responsibility to search out our purpose, our life mission? And I say, why aren't more people doing it? If that's our goal, if that's our life mission? Because as Nick says right there in the statement, we get distracted, we get disconnected. I don't feel disconnected as much as I used to. I don't feel distracted as much as I used to. I used to feel distracted. And the reason is because I understand a little bit about my purpose. At least I feel and I believe that what I'm doing today is my purpose, my life mission. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Thank you for bringing that up. And artificial intelligence is growing. You guys you guys know there's a brain growing out there, right? There's a big brain that is growing that is not going to be stopped, and it's basically unstoppable at this point. And it's called AI. It is a brain. It is a grid that has like a spider web, uh, kind of like an octopus that has the arms and legs out there floating around, absorbing, gathering. Elon Musk, I believe Elon Musk talks about it, and then Bill Gates. There's a couple of other multi millionaires and billionaires that are really really concerned about that. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about the grid. I think we'll just stick to what's going on here. Wig 475. Let me see. Let me see what's Jim. There we go. They get you around. Hey, Laura. There you go. Safe out there on them roads. Hello, Mark. In fact, I just joined TikTok, and there's a couple of truckers. Wow, I've always had a lot of respect for truckers, especially women that drive these big trucks. It's an interesting, different kind of life being on the road like that. It's not for everybody. But I'll tell you one thing, these truckers are out there risking their lives big time, traveling these freeways. So my invisible hat goes off to you, Laura, Mark, and anybody else that's driving a truck. By the way, happy holidays to you guys. The new day is coming in very quickly. Speak about putting chips in our brains. Yeah, There's a couple. In fact, I remember a couple of times I did this just to try to trick people. Someone said, "How you doing today?" I said, "I'm doing super fantastic, terrific, and over the top, in spite of and because of." And I looked at him and I said, ever since I had that computer chip, it cost me a little bit. It was deep in my pocket, but man, ever since I put that computer chip in my under my subconscious area, I just can't help myself. Every time somebody says that, how you doing? It's just spits right out. I'm doing super fantastic, terrific, and over the top, in spite of and because of. I remember one lady, or was it a guy, kind of looked at me like he thought I was being real. And I don't know, maybe he studies technology and he knows that these things are real. They are putting chips, they are doing all of that stuff. In fact, Elon Musk is the one of the creators of the chip, the microchip, the processor that they're putting in. They're putting in pigs right now. They've installed them in pigs, and I don't know if they've done any humans yet. I think they have. I think they have. I think he has. So this is life, my friends, out here on. Phil Collins says the another day in paradise, just another day in paradise, earthly paradise. Michael rates Zenstein. Listen to David Icke. Read The Trigger, only 900 pages. Yeah, David Icke is he's definitely a different individual. He definitely believes in what he believes. That's for sure. Keith Robinson, welcome to the live. Why do they have to put chips in us? I don't think they have to put chips in us. That would be pretty bad if you have to get in line to get a chip in your head. I don't see that happening, honestly. I know there's a lot of talk about the mark of the beast and all these other things that supposedly you can't buy or sell. Well, when I studied all of that and I look at it and I realize what the scriptures really talk about, it's all symbolic. Now, again, I'm not here to try to refute somebody's religion or what you believe. This is what I believe. This is what I understand to be common sense. You look at the Bible, there's a spiritual side to it. You look at the Bible, there's a natural side to it. Some of the spiritual meanings of the Bible you won't understand apart from a deep revelation from the Master himself. And then there's natural, like I call the Bible Proverbs. I read a proverb a day and I meditate on it. So, again, it's not about, there's so much noise, there's so much deception out there that you have to really learn to quiet things down and ask yourself, what do I believe? Do I believe this? Do I believe the other thing? A lot of people are believing, most people are believing what they hear and what they see. And they're not challenging those things. Most people are not challenging those things, and they're just going right along with it. Right? Everybody. It's like we all have to slow down for those people. Well, it looks like in these days that we're living in, everything's moving forward. You still see a lot of mercy, you still see a lot of grace, but you see a lot of movement where, you know what, if you're not running, going forward, you're going to end up getting left behind. So don't fear, my friends. I don't know if you do fear about a chip. I don't fear about a chip. As a matter of fact, if a chip's going to help me improve myself, I'll have a chip put in my head. If it's going to help me improve, if it's needed. I'm not going to live my life in fear of what most people think or what most people say or or these ideas, these illusions that people come up with to cause fear, to bring fear upon us. Another thing that I want to share with you here, I brought this up. You know, is it our life journey? Is it our job to find our purpose? Is it? Because until then, you will until then you will have many self-brought on problems. When you don't know where you're going, when you don't have a clear path, a clear destination, we stumble. We stumble over all kinds of stuff: leaves, branches, rocks. We get hit by cars. People trample us. And I'm talking figuratively here. We're looking in all the wrong places for pleasure, right? Isn't that the way it is? When you don't have any destination for yourself, you're looking for something in all of the wrong places. And we seem to ask ourselves to say, man, why do I keep doing this thing? Why do I keep having these problems? Why is it that I keep having these problems? Well, I don't have any purpose, so I'm seeking something. Maybe I'm seeking in the wrong direction. We don't stop to think. We don't stop to engage with people. All right, we're hanging out with the wrong associations. You know, we must learn to be authentic. I'm not going to talk too much on that because I know time is going and you guys have a few questions. We must practice being authentic. I know I must practice being authentic. I can be here and try to be like somebody else that maybe I read about in a book, or I have to be Santos. I have to be soldier of self-mastery. I have to be the world's number one problem gambling annihilator. Where did I pick all that stuff up? From myself, from my therapies, from my mind mouth power. Raphael from Brooklyn. There we go. Your life passions change. Well, your life passions change, but your life mission, I don't believe your life mission changes. I believe your life mission, once you know it, it's like you know it. There's just something about that journey. There's something about those exercises that you're doing. You know, I can't explain it. You just know. There's something that you know. So there's a difference. You're right. Passions change. We change. We're all, you and I are changing every second. We just don't realize it. Our bodies are changing every second. I was learning recently about our hair, our nails, our skin, our skeletal system. It's all protein. It's all protein. And our bodies need amino acids from food in order for our bodies to produce these proteins. And if our bodies are not getting the main essential amino acids, we don't produce these things. We basically begin to break down. You begin to become fatigued. You don't sleep well. Your skin changes, your hair, you just become brittle. It's amazing, just amazing, these things that we learn that we can do for ourselves to better ourselves, at least to give ourselves a little bit of an edge. It's not going to be 100%, but it gives us an edge. And anything that can give you an edge to help you succeed, to help you get to that next level, That's part of your purpose. It's part of your purpose. Many, many broke, passionate artists. Hey, guess what, Michael? We're all, you know what? We're all passionate artists. You're a passionate artist too. You know why? Because we're creating life. An artist is a creator, right? An artist is not just somebody that paints and draws or builds a, we are all artists. You're an artist. And what life, what are we creating? What are you creating? What could you create if you don't know that already? What could you create if you really put your hands to the plow? What could you do? What could you do with your talent, with your time, with your money? We don't, we don't stop to think. We don't stop to smell the roses, man. We have to, my friends, we have to stop, slow down and think, because where are we going? The future, it's the future's going, it's moving, the world is moving, and poverty and richness and education and ignorance, it's all in the mix, all of it. Gambling, non-gambling, addictions. No, where do you find yourself in this movement? Where do you find yourself? Where do you see your business? Where do you see your job? How do you see your family in all of these things? Wow, so much, man. So much to think about, really. I'm just grateful, my friends, that I can be here with you guys tonight. I really am. I'm grateful. I'm very thankful. By the way, if I help you in some way, if I'm supporting you in some way, get a copy of my book, Support the Mission. We've run into a few snags in the last couple of weeks, a few challenges. And I'm kind of glad that we did. I'm glad that we ran into some difficulties. I'm glad that we ran into some snags, because that's how you learn. Turn or you'll burn. You must learn to be stern, or else you're going to fall away by the lies and the fake sway. That's no way to live. Anyways. Yeah, I've been up and down. Bitcoin been up and down. Bitcoin been up and down, my friend. Yep. All right, let me see. I'm going up through the comments. We're coming close to the end of the broadcast. Yeah, I truly appreciate all of you guys here participating and sharing. We're going to be back here on Sunday. It is Friday. We're going to be back here on Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. GABA should be coming up pretty soon. I am going to be advertising GABA once it's up and running, because I believe the new improved GABA is going to make a difference for people around the world, in the United States. I am confident. It's going to be the first of its kind. It is the first of its kind. The first international product of its kind, the Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy. But it's going to be set up to hold you more accountable so that you can get away from that thing faster. That's what it's really, really all about, to help you get away from your addiction, from your problem gambling faster. So we are building, we're going to be pushing that out and sharing that across the world. And I'm hoping to really, that's going to be the next big project. And by the way, we do have the store open at soldiersofselfmastery.com. Hoodies, t-shirts, coffee mugs, Support the mission, my friends. There you go. You put something in, you're going to get something in return. Great book. Thank you. I don't know which book you're referring to. We also have Life's Three Most Important Questions. This one right here, that book. Let me see. Where is it? Right there. We're rewriting it. Can I do it? Right there. This is right there. That book right there. We're gonna actually. I'm rewriting it, and it's already done. We just gotta do pay some editing and some formatting and stuff. Get that back. Life's most art. Life's most three important questions. We'll get to it. We'll get to that title. All right, my friends. I'm going to wait here and see if I get a question, something. Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin is actually a form of trading. It's a form of trading, but it's also a form of investment. Gambling is a little bit different. Gambling is where you're kind of blindly going into something. Typically, when it comes to gambling, and your chances are not good. When it comes to Bitcoin, purchase, because Bitcoin is like a commodity. So if you purchase it, it'll grow in value, and it has grown in value. I remember when it started out. I think it started out at 10 cents. That was about 10 years ago, something like that. Maybe under 10 cents or a little bit over 10 cents. Over 10 years ago. Right now it's trading close to 19,000. So imagine it was at 10 cents 10 years ago. Today's at 19,000, and it's saying it's going to go up. It's going to go up higher. So if you would have invested $200 or $300 10 years ago in Bitcoin, it wouldn't have been a loss. Gold is a commodity, it goes up and down. You put your money in the casino, you put your money into the slot machines or the roulette or the card game. That's gambling, my friend. That's gambling. But if you don't feel comfortable with investing or something like that, it doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin or whatever. If you don't feel like investing in gold or silver, that's a good thing to have, because we have to understand that fiat currency is like the dollar, the euro, the yen, the peso. Paper money is losing value, my friends. It's losing value. It may last another 5 years. Now, I don't know how much further after 5 years it can go, because, we are in a deficit, especially the United States. So there's a lot riding on the economy, and we can see that people are protecting themselves. We can see, the blockchain technology, transaction technology, cryptography. There's many, many different types of. In fact, I was on Coinbase last night reading through some new free crypto on a lot of these new cryptocurrencies that are coming up, simply just from learning. And I have money just sitting in an account. Those cryptocurrencies go up, I just made money. If they lose, I didn't lose anything with them, because I didn't really have to invest. Now, you can put money into these things if you want to, but this is some really cool stuff. I mean, a cryptocurrency for files, cryptocurrencies for banks, cryptocurrencies for real estate, cryptocurrencies for entrepreneurs. It's just, it is a lot, but this is where we're going. And you can deny it if you want to, but I'm going to stay ahead of the trend, because I'm on the internet, and I know that I can't physically work like I used to. I have to work more using my mind and digitally. And when it comes to these kinds of things, you got to know what's happening on the internet, because you have to protect yourself. There's a lot of people out there, especially when you have a website, you have books, you're making sales, you're doing stuff, and you're out there. You become a target for people. And believe me, lately I've been a target. I didn't think it would ever come to this place, but yes, I am being trolled. I'm being, there's other stuff going on. So I have to bring up my security measures, and uh, I'm going to be making some major changes pretty soon because of what's happening. And unfortunately, this is the business that we're all in. I mean, it's just, if you live in this world, you have to become wiser. You have to protect yourself as much as possible, and even innocent people are going to suffer. That's just the way it is. Even you can be out there doing your very best and still suffer. Just don't let that make you bitter. Use it and become better. Yes, I'm still young. 54 years young, my friend. 54 years young. Yes. So thank you. We're all young, actually. Lei Yadao, welcome. Good to see you, Lei. Good evening to all. Yay. Lei Yadao. We got us one of these days. By the way, Lei Yadao is a singer. She has some pretty good tunes on her YouTube channel. So those of you guys that like to listen to kind of, I call it homegrown, maybe, yeah, homegrown singing, which is the best talent. Check out Lei Yadao right there. Check out her channel. I think you'll enjoy some of her. Creedence Clearwater. Let me see, who else does she have in there? Beatles and different kinds, all kinds of different rock groups and stuff. All right, my friends, we're getting ready to wind down here. I may take another question or two. I'm looking at the comments. I really want to say thank you to Jim. Thank you to Michael, Key Van, Mr. Kevin, Wig 475, Michael Reitzenstein, Lei Yadao, Eric. There was Laura. There was Mark, Kevin Richmond. Let me see, Kevin Richmond. I'm not too sure, from Los Angeles, LA, or is it Rich? And then there's Raphael, Brooklyn 718. Stay blessed and keep focused, positive people. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. And who else? There's Nick Castellano, Chicago subs and hot dogs and pizzas. I like that, New York style. And let me see. Hope all is well. Yeah. Yeah, God has our purpose all planned out for us. And when you find your purpose, it just changes. Your whole life will change. Everything about you will begin to change. You'll just notice, you'll see things from a whole different perspective. That's how I feel. I remember for many years, man, wandering around, and I remember a couple years ago, I don't know, maybe 5-10 years ago, I walked into a store. It was a Christian bookstore, and I was looking around at books. I remember Charles Stanley, and who was the other guy? There was a couple of other books that I was looking, and I started asking, what is God's will for my life? I wonder what God's will is for my life. I mean, I've been here for a while. I'm still alive. I could have died. What is my purpose? I know it's definitely not to gamble anymore. That's a fact. And part of my purpose is to help you on the other side, if you're a gambler, to help you get out of that dark pit, the quicksand that you might be drowning in. Help you get out of there before it's too late. All right, Rob, we're actually winding down. We're going to be finishing the broadcast here. We went over the 30-minute mark. And I am Jesse. Welcome to the last bit. Kevin says, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. And looks like there's a Leo that joined. Where's Leo? Let me see. Is Leo here? Leo. I think Rob or Lay. Maybe he's reaching out to Lay because there's no Leo. So just making sure. I don't want to leave anybody out. I want to respect each and every person, just like I want to be respected, right? We can only get respect. We can only get respect if we're giving respect. You don't deserve respect. You earn respect. Some people think that they deserve respect just because of who they are or what they've achieved. No, you earn respect. You give respect, you give it, and it comes back to you. Somebody trying to usurp that law. It's just like the person that goes up to the top of the building and it's 15 stories high and says, I don't believe in gravity. I don't think gravity exists. So I'm going to prove it. Goes to jump off and lands on the concrete. If he survives or she survives, I don't think they'll do it again. What do you think? You think they'll go back up there if they survive? Of course, some people might. A few, a small number. But typically, the person that I know one person. I didn't meet him in person personally, but I do know of this one guy that jumped off a 9-story balcony and landed on his face on the sidewalk, almost busted all his teeth in his mouth, broke 2 ribs. I think he broke a shoulder bone. I might have broken his legs. He survived 9 stories. Hector Lavoe. You can read about. In fact, the picture that you see of him when his face lands on the concrete is pretty bad. He survived, though. Why am I talking about people doing, I don't know, maybe we're just all strange. Anyways, my friends, I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys, as I've already mentioned. Support the mission if you feel supported by me. If you feel supported by this mission, support the mission. A love gift of $20 or more, $25 or more is going to get you a book. Just need to let me know. And it doesn't have to be for you, but you can buy a gift for somebody else, right? You might know somebody that could use a little bit of of book therapy. It's not just for problem gambling. In fact, I believe this book would help if you're there's people in the world that wash dishes as a profession. I believe that if you were a dishwasher, and I'm just saying, and you read this book, you could actually become a better, more proficient dishwasher. So it's not just for problem gamblers. Oh man, I'm having a good time tonight. Anyways, my friends, we are coming to the end. I'm getting ready to put one little beat left. One of the better beats, Mario Cotman. Shout out to Mario Cotman. Let me see. Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be back here. We're going to talk a little bit more. We'll discuss a little bit more on Sunday. Let me see if I can pull up my notes that I hid here. We talked a little bit about it. Once you begin to build it, you will know. Your real joy and security come from your micro-stepping to find your destination. Your real joy and security will come from your micro-stepping towards finding your destination, your purpose, your fulfillment, God's perfect will for you, if that makes sense. And it does change, it does evolve, right? It's not like, wow, I see it all perfectly. I know where I'm going, and it changes a little bit. Your life mission will never change. But how to get there, the micro steps, some of the people in your journey, the books, the videos, all of that will change. It's not going to stay the same. It's not going to be relevant all the way through. All right, my friends, I want to thank you guys. Hey, Momo the Rich Kid, Tony Stark from Iron Man. Right on. Man, I feel like Tony Stark from Iron Man. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate that. Thanks, man. You saved me from my addiction. Right on. Remember the mission, brother. Remember me. Remember support. Support, my friend. All right. We're coming down. Thanks for the promotion, and to you, Rob, for checking out my YouTube channel. Check out Lay. Yeah, and if you got something, you got another YouTube channel. If you're into health, if you're into, right now is a good time. Jim has some pretty good product, pretty cool product. It's health and beauty, so feel free to check out Jim. And who knows? I'm sure he'll work something out well with you guys. All right, my friends. Peace through strength from the top, right? Not from the bottom. From the bottom is what's left over. From the top is what's full, my friends. That's where you want, right? Peace through strength from the top, man. From the top. From the top. Not the blob. Not the bottom. Start them. Pot them. Shot them. Create them. All right, my friends. Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm here. If you got something going on in your life and you need to talk, you need to reach out to somebody, I will give you some of my time. soldiersofselfmastery.com. Reach out to me. Be empowered. And I will see you on my next broadcast. All right, my guys, my friends. Till my next one.